everyone, welcome back. Unfortunately, I did lose my audio again for this other episode. It should be fixed in future episodes, but we'll just do a post-commentary this time. Now, in the last one, we had just finished clearing out this bandit chief and his area. We're going to raid the rest of it and take what we want, because that's what we do. Might as well learn a new spell and get a valuable necklace. Looks like I've also decided to take the shield. That's probably in the interest of gaining some money. Now this seems like the weirdest tiny little shortcut. Like, that wasn't even worth having a shortcut for. But I appreciate the level design, because it is great in those bigger dungeons where the Skyrim designers have you able to just loop right back to the beginning without having to crawl all the way back through. That makes it a much more enjoyable experience. So we're gonna keep heading towards the major city over here. It is just so beautiful, this game. I can't wait for a potentially new Elder Scrolls game. I hope they do like they did with Fallout 4 and tell us when it's only like a month out. That way it's not like, I don't know, a terrible 3-year wait. It's just like, oh, surprise, it is happening, and by the way, you can buy it next month. That was great. I love that. That's like perfect marketing too, because then you get all the hype for that one month. People are super excited, and then you just come out with a great product. And you know, Fallout 4 had its flaws, but the thing with Elder Scrolls is it's Bethesda's baby, and they really try to put a lot of effort into making it good, I think. Because I can definitely tell there's a lot of love and care put into these Elder Scroll games, and they do well with the Fallout as well, but it's just, you can really tell they care about these ones. Now, I'm thinking this guy's a hunter, and I'm going to try to trade with him. That is not the case.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave.
Now, we have a disgruntled old orc here.
Indeed. One should find this death
find out
while
what's
he
wrong
can
with
still
him.
call himself a proper man. We Orcmen are not like these Nords and Imperials who carry on until they are gray and feeble and their hair falls out. To cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that thing is you? My time is
So I want to give every option to talk to him before I decide to give him his death.
It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age, so I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived. Yes, were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath. Perhaps. Are you sure about this? We shall see.
And so we shall do. Now I'm feeling pretty confident in this because I've just upgraded my armor, my weapon, and then I realized that the attacks are doing nearly nothing to him. So I gotta pop my racial ability, and we're really gonna try to get into it. He's gonna be quicker than us because he uses a one-handed weapon, but if he just sits there and defends, it's going to be a great way for us to grind up experience for our two-handed anyway. So I don't mind that. So he gets in a good strike there. And I realize I'm not going to be able to hold this fight up if he gets in those big strikes. So he's nearly got me down now. He's got me bleeding. We're almost dead. So I pop what little potions I have left, just to make sure I can get through the rest of this fight. I whip one big time thing. So we've got him now. Nothing really worthwhile on him, but it was a good experience. He killed some saber cats for us, so we'll learn what some of these ingredients do, which can be pretty useful. So restore stamina is a pretty good one. It's going to be important for a two-handed build since we use stamina so quickly. Now I'm hearing Nernrud around here. So we've come across a bear. I can hardly damage the bear. I'm very frightened. I'm gonna run away. Now I've heard something about, like, I think this is probably a whole wives' tale or something, but if you like run down a hill, a bear's not supposed to be able to follow you, and not just in Skyrim in real life, but that's ridiculous. A bear's not gonna stop following you just because you run down a hill. I think it was down a hill. I don't know, but it's kind of irrelevant because this bear actually did stop following us, and we've managed to escape with our lives. And what do you know? We've finally arrived. Except for I'm gonna get distracted by a shiny thing and follow this fox for a minute. Try to figure out what he's doing. So now that we're in Morthal, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is attempt to find a shop. So that's the inn.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else.
Let's listen in on this public announcement.
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
What is it?
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
Look at me trying to
no
be
use.
cinematic.
Let's
It's
get
funny.
back to it then.
They say our thick Stormcloak murdered the
Don't
So like,
take
oh,
this the
okay,
wrong
that's
way,
nice.
but you look a little sickly.
Shouted him apart.
My brother is
She
sensitive.
insults me. It's
He
'cause
has
I'm
trouble
green, isn't
focusing
it?
his attention on things. We were taking him to the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun, just so the healers could make sure he was in good health. And they say he's fine. Are you heading to Whiterun? Could you take this letter to the priestess, Danica Purespring? It's a note about Yorick's health. Thank you. I'd better get going.
So I take that quest just because having secondary quests is always fine. You can always go do that later or never. It doesn't really matter. There's no point in saying no. Yeah, it's an extra thing in my inventory, but whatever. It doesn't bother me.
I get lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not...
So I'm still searching for a shop here, and I honestly, I think there is none.
Morthal,
Like, ooh, maybe
I'm the
this is a
best
blacksmith.
warrior in Morthal, and that's no... You want me to prove it? I bet 100
And then,
gold
you know,
I can
curiosity
take you
gets the best of me,
barehanded.
and,
Milk drinker.
you know, I fight this guy. 'Cause of course I would. Oh, actually, I chose not to.
You ask me, we'd be better off without that wizard in town. This isn't the
He
time
just
and
keeps
place
talking
for
trash.
men. You want me to prove it? I bet just your own two hands. Weapons and magic are out.
Okay.
Now let's
Now he's
see
got
what
me
you
mad.
got.
I pull out my
Come on,
axe.
let's see what
realize
you're made of.
That's not what I need. And then I suddenly realize that I do absolutely nothing to him.
That's your best, huh?
So I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna have to duck and weave here, try not to get hit.
You won't get away
Punch him
from
in the
me.
shin a little bit. That's running away. Come on, you can't take the shin punch? What's wrong with you? So, you know, we've about evened it up
Making me angry.
from where it was. Now these guards just keep circling around. Like, what do you want? It's like death by 1,000 cuts. I'm just gonna punch him so many times that hopefully, eventually he falls
That's all
down.
you got.
Because we can't tank any of his shots. We can take a couple, but it really hurts us more than it hurts him.
I'm gonna crush you like
Start
a
to mix it up, you know, throw in a left hook every now and again.
No!
Like, I don't know where all this blood is coming out of him. I hardly seem to be damaging him. It's like a juicy fruit. Or gusher, I guess. This guy's just full of blood.
I'll fix you good.
I'm like, damn. Like, what do we do at this point? You know, you just punch it against a rock. Oh, and I punched the guard. Now they're mad. And I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to fight. I'm like, no, I just want to fight this guy. Now the guards are pissed. I'm still trying to have a fist fight. I'm like, quit it. Put my hands down. So now they're not even mad. I don't even know where Benthor's gone. He's a lucky man.
I know.
'Cause I would have taken him out if I hadn't got stabbed by a Morthal guard.
You ask me, we'd be better off without that wizard in town.
And now we're just friends. Just doesn't even worry about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's, you know, I just casually fight with everyone I meet. No big deal. I'm like, okay. So that was interesting.
What is it?
Like, I guess I keep looking for the store? So long story short, I don't think there is a store in this town, or one that I couldn't find. You can certainly leave me a comment down below and let me know if there is one, but by this point I've already moved on.
I know you. There's no mistake. You're
But
a wanted
apparently,
man, and
you
it's
can
time
just
to
like
pay
get
for your
out of doing it.
crimes. You know what? You're not worth the hassle.
And then me and this guard are just
Go.
buddy-buddy.
Be some other guard's problem.
I don't even know you could just get out of it. I don't even have like negotiation perks or anything. Maybe it was just such an inconsequential amount.
Stay out of trouble, Orc. It's bad luck to talk about that place. Jarl's been looking
Now
for
he just
someone
wants
who
to
ain't
talk about the
superstitious,
gossip of the
though.
town, you know, the burnt
You're
house.
looking for a fool, if you ask me. Until next time. Wait. I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay. Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying.
Now I figured I'd pay off the bounty, just so they wouldn't be harassing me all the time in this area. Over 40 bucks. I mean, I just gave the guy a good sucker punch, you know. He was watching a little too close. That fight was private. It was a personal matter. None of the guard's business.
You need to leave.
So we're gonna see what the Jarl's up to.
If you
We're
have
immediately
business with the
confronted by a
Jarl,
very
I'd
rude
ask that
man
you
who
speak
tells
to
us
me
to
first.
leave.
Ah, you saw that, did you? Life in Morthal has been troubled lately. The people are uncertain, restless, and merely look to the Jarl for leadership. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits.
Well, it's a good thing he's not
Take a
Jarl,
look
because
at
he's
this
a jerk.
decree for details.
Now he's gonna give me a quest to go clear out some bandits, which
That's
I might
what
actually
many here
do at
wanted.
some point here.
A quiet life in a quiet place, without the noise or the trouble of a city. Now some worry this wizard Falion will foul it all up. There's news of rebellion against the Empire. Strange noises have been heard in the marshes at night. And then, the tragedy with Rogar's home. The men simply seek wisdom. Everything will be fine. All right then.
This guy's just telling us stories, you know, there's a new mage in town. This lady's fucking out. She's like, peace, I'm done. I'm like, okay, well that was strange. You know, can't help myself, you know, what's a few bucks? Basically, I'm just trying to get, you know, my money back from that little bounty that I don't think I should have had to pay. That's a little ridiculous, so we'll just take the money back. Nothing could go wrong, right? I'm like, do you see me? How about now? So I'm gonna steal some wine to get to the coin purse, and then, okay, well thanks, you've paid me.
The Legion's always looking
Now I
for
got
strong,
paid to
capable
pay
warriors.
off my loan.
If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude. Think you've got the metal, eh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able
I'm
bodies.
thinking maybe this character might end up being
a dead king,
a
rebellion,
legionary,
and now
you
dragons
know, joining
Skyrim.
the Imperial Legion. That seems like
You're
a cool
serious. Make your way to
play.
Solitude. Our headquarters
As
is
an orc, I don't
Castle
have
Dower.
really any attachment
You'll find
to the
General
Nords,
Tullius
so.
there, commanding our forces in Skyrim.
Not that I'm
But talk to
particularly
Legate
fond of the
Ricka.
Empire.
She handles
but-
the local recruiting. I'll take my leave then.
Right now I'm just looking for armor, so I didn't bother to take that gold. As you see there, I made a comment about the fact that there's a boy's yellow tunic in this guy's chest. But maybe he's got kids, who knows. I would hate to insinuate anything else about him.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
Like, don't mind me. Just an orc in full heavy armor, hiding next to you, stealing your potions. No big deal. You see it all the time, right?
Keep your guard up.
You look sick. I hope it's not contagious.
Everyone's mad at me because I'm green. No, I think I have, like,
I
bone
speak
break
and
fever
others
or
hear.
something. That
It
I'll
is
have
my
to take
hope
care of.
that instead they listen. Rogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The
Poor guy
ashes were
loses his
still
family and gets
warm when he pledged
accused of
himself
doing
to
it himself.
Alpha. On rumor and gossip? No.
Okay,
But
that's a little
even
more
stranger
suspicious.
might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. That
So
which is
we've got a
unknown
quest
can
there that we
create
can do.
unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right. Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Staying safe, I hope.
Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
So I've decided there's no shops here. So I'm deciding whether I go to Dawnstar or Solitude for my next home base. Since I decided without a shop here, it didn't make sense to set up in Morthal. So I've decided on Solitude. So we'll start heading that way.
If it's a fight you want, I'm ready this time.
So that's the guard I punched earlier. You can tell he's a little bit salty about it. So I've run across a mud crab. And I'm like, oh, no big deal. Just a bunch of mud crabs. So I'm favoriting my steel battle axe because I don't want the iron one any longer. I've missed, trying to chop a tree. Not sure what I'm doing. Okay, one strike, takes him out. Pretty good. I think I'm in a good situation now. I'm like, oh, what's that? Just a mud crab. No big deal. See like a mud crab spider fight. I'm like, I don't know about that. Maybe we just don't get involved. But I see treasure, I get excited because there's treasure. Jumping in. And then I realize that this mud crab is going to murder me. Absolutely going to murder me. I'm terrified now. I'm a grown man, and I'm being murdered by a crab. This is terrible news. So now this is sketching me out, because I don't know if he can attack me while he's in deep water. We take him out. He's got a friend. We take him out. We're cleaning up now. Too many crabs. Not enough crab cakes. There's a whole legion of mud crabs in here. So we get a little lockpicking experience, which is quite good. Always can use that. Gotta get a little bit of treasure. Now, considering doing this, because it is an Orcish Warhammer, that is fitting, but I think an Orcish Battle Axe is something I'm going to be doing later on. So, I think at this point I'm still debating. I've decided to take it for resale value. Because I've put a perk already, I've already like wasted one of my level up perks into the Battle Axes, so I don't want to pick up a Warhammer and not be getting advantage out of that, especially since it's legendary. I think every little advantage we can get is going to be good for us. Now the Warhammers are going to do more anyway, but they are slower to swing. The swords are a little bit faster, but do a little less damage than the battle axes, so it's a bit of a continuum. And I'm like right in the middle, and I kind of like that. I don't want to be going too slow on my swings. So I pick up the Nirnroot. I don't really have any purpose for it. We find the Apprentice Stone. Gotta, you know, catch a bug. It's bright and shiny. I get distracted easy. Makes sense. But we're gonna keep heading northwest here. You know, checking out what we can find. Now I've come across a camp. And that's where I decided to call it an episode. So thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.